Okay, so we have the Tusk gasket kit. The doctor says that
I think it's this one right here.
we should have every one that we need, hopefully. So now we're taking apart the top cover so we can clean the kips and the cylinder. Gonna break out the acetone, the heavy duty gloves,
You could
the gas mask.
you could pull off the whole reed valve too, because we've got some new reeds in there.
Is that a 10 or an 8?
That's an 8. But so inspect this. Look at that, how the power valve works. Fully closed, open, so it only opens a little bit. It's barely making it bigger, but that little tiny change. Where'd this come from? Right there. That's all coming out anyway to clean it. But yeah, so if you want to really take it apart and go crazy on it, not a bad idea. You can try it, just spray the hell out of it with or give it a contact clean blast to get the surface so we can see what we're working with. Clean gaskets, pull this off, do the same thing.
So you think maybe I shouldn't take it all apart?
Well, I think we could, but let's see how dirty it is after you spray it. It'd be nice to remember where these go, just I mean, so you don't have to pull bolts out and reline it.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull them out. What is that, carb boot?
Intake boot. This is another one you're going to clean the hell out of with WD. Anything rubber, use WD. I mean, that acetone actually it's not going to hurt plastic or rubber, but WD does just as good.
Oh, let me have that clip.
There you go. So you got them all figured. Yep, clean this real nice. That's rubber, built-in rubber O-rings in there, so be gentle with that. I would use WD and a light. You could use a rag to clean that. This is just a cage. It's gonna pop back in. See how that goes? It's got a notch on there, so you can't mess that up.
Do it again? Okay.
It's got a notch. You can't mess it up. But WD this. Just wipe it. And the reed cage stuck on there. Old gasket ripping apart. This is what you look for with reeds, and these are actually in good shape.
Are they?
Yeah, save them for spares. But when you're looking at your reeds, there's no warpage. All the flaps, you can kind of see the seal line. See how it's dark black, dark black, dark black. If it was warped,
they start lifting up.
They would lift up like that on one side, or once they start warping and they're not fully closed, your bike's gonna run like crap.
Those are stock, right?
Yeah. But it's close. These are actually in really good shape. But all we're gonna do to change these is these through screws and put
I have them in the truck. You want me to get it now?
Whenever. I'm gonna let you do them. But these 3 screws, make sure you don't mess them up. And when they go on, same thing with the cages. Make sure they're all seated perfect. A lot of times, in a pinch, you can flip them back over. If they're warped one way, you flip them over, and sometimes they work. But as long as they're seated nice and flush. So look, you got all this gasket stuff to clean off, and if you, when you're doing the gasket cleaning, if you put any nicks in this metal, it's a soft aluminum. So if you do it wrong, anywhere, especially, you know, this, luckily it peeled right off. We don't have to do anything but wipe it down, spray it. This one, you got to scrape that off. If you have some Scotch-Brite or something, it'd be nice to, if you have any
Crap,
issues.
I forgot.
Yeah. I might have a dirty piece, but nothing clean. Now, this wouldn't be that hard to take the power valve out. These 2 bolts, The shaft is the hard part.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
make
the tricky part.
Now, okay, I see. You gotta remember to see that white line, the white dot in there.
I see this white line.
Yeah, but look at the one in the back. See the white dot? Do you see where it fits?
Oh, down in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta document that because that's how it's going back together. So this white dot was gonna go with that dot on the gear that goes on.
Yep.
Where that white dot fits right between the first of that gear. You see what I'm saying? So
should I take a picture of that?
I would, just so you don't forget.
Yeah. Alright, so I got the parts. We got the head, cylinder all taken apart. I got all the parts to the kips, all the carbon that's on those. I'm gonna put these gloves on, and then these heavy duty gloves, and I'm working with acetone. So you don't want to mess around. Got safety glasses on, shoes. I definitely don't want to do it in flip-flops. And scraped all the gaskets off. That took forever. And then Scott told me at the end there, it's a lot better to put, you know, WD-40 on these first, and then they scrape off a lot easier. But I didn't learn that lesson until like the last one, so that definitely took a lot longer than expected. But yeah, I'm gonna clean and then lay them out, and then start reassembling. We got the kips back on the cylinder. I'm gonna have Scott just kind of give us a quick summary of what we did last night that I didn't film. We're gonna put the I just have paper towels and the old piston on top of there, just so dirt doesn't necessarily go flying in there. Got everything. Yesterday was a day of major cleaning: acetone, brake cleaner, contact cleaner, WD-40, Scotch Brite, wire brushes, nylon brushes, lots of brushes and strokes, and finger hurting, and just cleaning everywhere. I'm pretty happy with, I think I could have done a little better on the cylinder, you know, cleaning in there, but overall I did a really good job, especially with the kips. I really took a lot of time cleaning. You can see the head's nice and clean. I got new reeds. I did the Boysen 607 reeds, so we got those. They're sitting on there nice. They're a dual stage system. Alright, so since we didn't do any filming yesterday, really, a recap of what we did with the kips, just as far as me like assembling it again next time. The
timing, the dot,
the ball bearing inside the spring, and also gets a double washer.
Where is that? Oh, there it is, right down there. Double washer,
spring, ball bearing.
You see it's got a cam action on the ball, so you see the ball clicking down.
Yep. And the gears on this point inward, right?
Yeah. Down in the front, inward.
And the port faces down.
Down with the exhaust. Down like the angle of the exhaust port.
Exactly. And then to get those in, to get these to line up with this, did you put these in first?
Put these in first.
And
perfectly
then you
lined up. You line up that tab on the side
dot,
with this
the dot
hole.
with the line,
so
right?
you look at it from the side, and you drop it in with that bottom line straight down.
And then what? You caught the gear from this gear?
Then you have this gear lined up perfect. You put the screwdriver in, and you gently push it right in, and it rotates in. But then when you
catch the other gear?
Yeah. Now, when you go to the end of the gear, you can see the dot
is lined up on the first one.
That dot is lined up on the first one, but there should be a line. Yeah, there's a line on that first one. See the little line on the top?
Okay.
Lines up the dot. And this side, same thing, the line and the dot on the gear. But the most important thing was to look inside the exhaust port. Straight down in here, you can see the actual opening the opening and closing of
the kips.
Yeah, of the kips. You can see from this side how it's open, and that's fully closed. And then see it closed, and then when it opens this port right here. Look where my finger is inside. Inside here, it just makes it bigger.
Yep. And how were you checking the other side? Because we were a
the
little
other
worried
side.
about
You
the
had to
other
look
side.
through. You had to look through there.
A light through in there.
You had to shine a light and look through there. That one, you're chancing when you do it.
Can I see inside?
But it just worked out. I don't. Where's your black light?
I want to see inside.
See, look in that little hole right there.
Open, close.
Open, closed. Open, closed. See how it leaves a path? See my finger back there? That's open. See, I can see my finger. Now closed, you can't see my finger anymore.
We got Gray. He really came through in the clutch last night with the ball bearing.
Yeah, see the ball bearing right there? It's on a cam. Watch the ball bearing. Open, see how it pushes the bearing down? Closed. You can feel it lock because the spring is pushing the ball up. You're going to wash your hands after that. Hard. See? Open. Closed. Did it.
So there you have it, folks. It's reassembly time. Gaskets, covers.
These two dots here go on these two pins.
This looks like a funnel.
It's a dome. It's called a combustion chamber. You know what this chamber does?
No.
The spark plug is going to be sticking right out of here, right? This dome, the reason it's shaped like that, when the piston's coming up,
Squishes the air.
it squishes all the fuel and air into that little spark. When that spark plug lights, boom! It blows up and pushes the piston back down.
I was gonna say that.
You knew that?